Good day, students. I hope everyone is doing well. So, welcome to our video lecture series. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss the agricultural commodity supply chain. My name is Michael Victor Gonzalez, and I will be your instructor for this subject. Okay, so let's proceed. First, the Philippines agricultural commodity supply chain is compared with the supply chain of other Asian nations. The agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines can be compared to other Asian countries such as Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. While each country has its unique characteristics, there are some commonalities and differences in their agricultural supply chain. Okay, so let's examine each differences. So in the Philippines, it is an archipelago with diverse agroclimatic conditions which allows for the cultivation of a wide range of crops, including rice, coconut, sugarcane, and bananas. So the country has a significant number of smallholder farmers, which can lead to fragmentation in the supply chain. Challenges in infrastructure and transportation, especially in rural areas, can result in inefficiencies and delays in getting produced to markets. Next country is Thailand. Thailand is known for its efficient rice supply chain. So the government plays a significant role in supporting rice farmers and managing exports. The country has invested in infrastructure and technology to improve the agricultural supply chain, including irrigation systems and transportation networks. Next is Vietnam. Vietnam has a rapidly developing agricultural sector, particularly in the production of rice, coffee, and seafood. The government has been promoting agricultural reforms and modernization of the supply chain to increase productivity and exports. Next is Indonesia. Indonesia is a vast archipelago with a diverse agricultural landscape. The country produces commodities like palm oil, rubber, and coffee. The palm oil industry in Indonesia is a significant global player with a complex supply chain due to the involvement of many smallholders. So the commonalities and differences. Many of these countries, as what we have discussed, have government intervention in their agricultural sectors to varying degrees, such as a price support, subsidies, and export policies. Smallholder farming is a common feature in many Asian countries, leading to a what we call fragmented supply chain or fragmented supply chains. Infrastructure and logistics challenges, particularly in rural areas, can be hindrance to the efficiency of supply chain. And all these countries are major exporters of agricultural commodities, contributing to global food supply chains. Next is the agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines. So let's give more focus on the supply chain in the Philippines. So the agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines is a complex and crucial component of the country's economy. It involves a various stages from production to consumption and is influenced by factors like geography, climate, government policies, and market dynamics. First is the agricultural production. So the process begins with farmers who cultivate a variety of crops, including rice, corn, sugarcane, coconut, fruits, vegetables, and more. Livestock and poultry farming are also significant component of the agricultural sector. Next is harvesting and post-harvest activities. So after harvesting, crops are sorted, cleaned, and prepared for distribution. So this phase includes activities such as drying, threshing, and packaging. Then transportation. So transporting goods from rural areas to urban centers or export hubs is a major challenge due to the archipelagic nature of the Philippines. Infrastructure and logistics play a critical role in ensuring that produced reaches its intended destination. Then wholesale markets. Wholesale markets like the Quiapo market in Manila and the Davao City Central Warehouse act as an intermediary points where produce is traded in bulk. Buyers, including retailers, food processors, and exporters, purchase goods from wholesalers. Next is processing and value addition. Some agricultural commodities are further processed into various products, such as canned fruits, coconut oil, and sugar. So these value added products often have a higher profit margin and can be sold in domestic and international markets. Next is our export and domestic distribution. Export oriented products such as tropical fruits and coconut based products are shipped to our international markets, while domestic distribution networks supply food to retailers, restaurants, and consumers. Next is our retail and consumer markets. So, the final stage of the supply chain involves the sale of agricultural products to consumers through various retail channels, including our wet markets, supermarkets, convenience stores, and e-commerce platform. Then our government policies and interventions. So the Philippine government plays a role in regulating and supporting the agricultural sector through policies, subsidies, and programs aimed at ensuring food security and rural development. So it's very important to note that the Philippines agricultural sector is susceptible to various challenges, including natural disasters, climate change, and changing consumer preferences. The supply chain is continually evolving to address these challenges and seize the opportunities for growth. For the most up to date and detailed information, may also consult research papers and also our other government sources. Next is the challenges in the Philippines agricultural commodity supply chain. The agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines, as what we have mentioned in our previous discussion, faces several challenges that hinder its efficiency and growth. So these challenges are well documented in various reports and studies. So the following slides are some of the key challenges with supporting citation. The first is the post-harvest losses. Post-harvest losses due to inadequate storage, handling, and processing facilities impact the quality and also the quantity of agricultural produce. A study by the Food and Agriculture Organization estimated that post harvest losses in the Philippines could reach up to 40% of some commodities, particularly fruits and vegetables. Next is the climate change vulnerability. The Philippines is highly susceptible to climate change, leading to unpredictable weather patterns and natural disasters that can disrupt the agricultural supply chain. A report by the Philippine Statistics Authority highlights the impact of climate change on agriculture and food security. Next is the market access and price volatility. Farmers often struggle to access markets and face price volatility due to what we call information gap and a lack of market infrastructure. The United Nations Development Program has noted these challenges, emphasizing the importance of improving market linkages and linkage for our farmers. Next is our smallholder farming. A significant portion of agriculture in the Philippines is characterized by what we call smallholder farming, which can limit economies of scale and access to modern technologies. So, the International Food Policy Research Institute has conducted research on the challenges faced by smallholder farmers in our country. Next is also the policy and regulatory issues. So, the complex and inconsistent regulations related to land tenure, trade, and agricultural practices can impede the smooth functioning of the supply chain. The World Bank, in its ease of doing business, in its in its report, has highlighted the need for regulatory reforms in the Philippines. Next is our access to finance. Many farmers and small agribusinesses struggle to access financing for investment in technology, infrastructure, and inputs. The Agricultural Credit Policy Council in the Philippines has published reports addressing the challenges in agricultural financing. Then, lack of data and information. Insufficient data and information on market trends, crop forecasting, and pest disease management hinder decision making in the agricultural sector. Reports by the Philippine Center for Post Harvest Development and Mechanization, or PhilMec, highlight the need for better data and information systems. Next is our infrastructure deficiencies. Inadequate transportation infrastructure, such as roads, ports, and storage facilities, hampers the efficient movement of agricultural commodities. According to the Asian Development Bank, infrastructure gaps in transportation and logistics have been a long standing problem in the Philippines, affecting the competitiveness of the agricultural sector. So, addressing these challenges in the agricultural commodity supply chain is very essential for ensuring what we call food security and improving livelihoods, boosting the overall economy in our country. Policymakers and stakeholders must work collaboratively to develop and implement strategies that can mitigate these issues and enhance the resilience of the agriculture sector. So let's discuss the strength of the agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines. So the strength of the agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines can be analyzed based on various factors, including infrastructure, government policies, and market conditions. First, we do have a diverse agricultural production. The Philippines has a diverse range of agricultural products, including rice, our corn, coconut, sugarcane, banana, and other tropical fruits. So this diversity contributes to the strength of our supply chain and also our government support. The government has implemented various programs and policies to support the agricultural sector. This includes subsidies, research and development, and initiatives to improve agricultural productivity. And also, we do have strong export markets. The country exports various agricultural products to international markets, such as in United States, contributing to its economic growth. For example, the Philippines is a major exporter of coconuts and also coconut products. Infrastructure development as part of the priority of our government it is an ongoing investments in transportation and logistics infrastructure are enhancing the efficiency of the agricultural supply chain. This includes improving our road networks, our ports, and cold storage facilities. And also, we do have a local and international partnerships. The Philippines has trade agreements and partnership with other countries and regions facilitating trade and market access for its agricultural products. And also, we do have agricultural extension services. So, our country has an extensive network of agricultural extension workers who provide farmers with information and training, which helps improve agricultural practices. While there are strengths, there are also challenges, and that is also room for improvement in the agricultural supply chain, such as climate change impact, post-harvest losses, and issues related to land reform, as what I discussed in the earlier slides. So I advise that consulting resources like the Philippine Department of Agriculture, the Food and Agriculture Organization, uh, and also the United Nations or agricultural research institutes and reports for additional, more in-depth and up-to-date information related to this topic. Okay, next is the importance of the Philippines' new generation of agriculturists in maintaining the supply chain for agricultural commodities. So the new generation of agriculturists in the Philippines can play a vital role in supporting the agricultural commodity supply chain through a combination of innovative practices, technology adoption, and sustainability initiatives. So here are several ways in which they can contribute. Number one is digital technology and data management. The new generation agriculturists can leverage digital tools for data collection, analysis, and decision making. They can use mobile apps, sensors, and data analytics to monitor crop health, weather patterns, and market demand, allowing for a better planning and decision making within the supply chain. Next is crop diversification and sustainable farming practices. They can promote crop diversification, crop rotation, and adoption of sustainable farming practices. This not only enhances agricultural resilience but also ensure a more stable supply of commodities. Next is value adding and processing. New generation agriculturists can explore opportunities in value adding and processing of agricultural commodities. This can involve creating processed products such as dried fruits, canned vegetables, or value added dairy products, which can extend shelf life and increase the value of the products. Next is the collaboration. and networking. They should actively engage with supply chain stakeholders, including government agencies, farmers associations, logistics providers, and consumers, to build a robust networks and ensure a smooth flow of commodities from farm to market. Then, market research and export opportunities. Conducting market research to identify export opportunities is crucial. The new generation of agriculturists can explore international markets and work on meeting their quality and safety standards to increase exports. And sustainability certification. Supporting sustainability initiatives and obtaining certifications such as organic, fair trade, and other eco labels can add value to agricultural products, making them more attractive to both domestic and international markets. Then, education and knowledge sharing. The new generation of agriculturists can play a role in educating and training fellow farmers on modern techniques and best practices. Knowledge sharing can uplift the entire supply chain. So, by implementing these strategies and collaborating with various stakeholders, the new generation of agriculturists can contribute to a more efficient, resilient, and sustainable agricultural commodity supply chain in the Philippines. This not only supports local food security, but also opens up opportunities for economic growth and export expansion. So that's the end of our video lecture in this topic. So I'll see you again on our next lesson.